following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Steve Rhodes. I did that again, thinking about the 1 o'clock update. Welcome to the July 14th? July 15th? July 14th, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. We do not make that one little 2x4 shift. Well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what the bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. Would love to hear from you. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered. Go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, and in our Tigers done well. Any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Les Show. Right now we got a mixed bag out here. Dow's up 22, S&P about 8, NASDAQ 164, Russell's down 18, semis are up 2 points, trannies are up 31, New York Stock Exchange down 22, spot volatility index, that's trading down 47 pennies at 1665. That is bullish for the S&P 500. You've got gold up 13 bucks, silver is up 9 pennies, light sweet crude up a couple of bucks, and leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside, it is Amazon up 31 bucks, followed by Google at 26, Global X Blockchain up 22, Lululemon up 13, Moderna up 11. To the downside, BlackRock up 33 bucks, or can't see the charts. Well, sorry about that. I guess that would help. Here we go. We get the charts there. Thank you, Mr. Bill, for being my wingman. And so the downside, BlackRock 31 points, Shopify 28, Linux International 20, Boston Beer 21, Illumina down 19, buckaroonies. So let's begin by taking a look at the oil service ETF out here. This is for one of our dinners, S&P. And right now, S&P, you've got the OIH trading below the bottom of its daily profile. That's at 207.24. It's trading into a swing point from July 8th that had volume of 1 million shares. You're already in there with 600,000 shares. So it appears that you're moving into that swing point with volume. And a close today below 207.24 almost assuredly indicates that price should go test that low. That low is 201.59. which I think is right around the area where you are long from. So that's the signal. Now, price is in the support area, not on the daily standpoint, but on the weekly standpoint. It's got a bullish structured profile, and therefore the support level here is between 197.29 and 203.11. Let's pull over my white background chart, see if there's any additional information for you and I to glean out of here. We do see that the oscillator and change line changed colors yesterday, and today's high is really close to saying that was a test and rejection, and therefore that's a bearish indication. Now, as far as where price should pull back to, excuse me, let me get rid of this ice cube that slipped into my mouth there. There we go. You got the crunch of the ice cube. Okay, so on the daily time frame chart, it's supporting that move lower. Simple as that. And then that takes us really back to the weekly time frame where price is trading into support. You've got wave number 7 as a top. That's letter G on the weekly time frame. So it's really trading back into support. Let's look at a 30-minute chart, short term, see if there's any signals out here. Nothing more than getting back to the lows of the trading day of July 8th. So I don't have a ton for you. If your question was, is this looking bullish? The answer is no. But it is back at a excuse me. It is back at a support area, and again, that just simply falls back to the weekly bullish profile. I wish I could provide you with more information than that, but that's a bunch of information out there right now. So it does say if you're going to stay long, you'd have to really stay long until price closed below 197.29 out there. At least that's what the charts are suggesting. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for the request. Now let's go to the general markets out here. Dow just turning slightly negative. Let's take a look at the equity futures contract. So here's our daily equity futures contracts. What do we know right now? Well, first, in the ES Mini, yesterday it generated a bearish engulfing candle. And that bearish engulfing candle, therefore, has a sell the D point pattern. It was also a Rhodes Momentum Indicator sell signal. However, even though we get signals out here, we have to really understand where is support and resistance. And in the case of the ES Mini, old resistance has become new support. Old resistance was the top of the daily profile. And that's 43.53 and a quarter. So in order for the ES Mini to get its mojo to the downside, it must at least close below 43.53.25. In addition to that, to really get rocking and rolling to the downside, what the spot volatility is going to need to do is close above its 50-day exponential moving average. That is currently printed at 1755. So it's pretty simple. I don't know what it's going to look like at the end of the trading session today, but it closed above 1755 on the VIX, and inside the ES Mini, it closed below 43.53. That would say that things should get moving to the downside with a price target of its bullish structured profile 42.73 to 42.82. Now that's what needs to happen in order for yesterday's bearish engulfing candle to get any kind of traction. If price were to close above yesterday's high, that signal's negated, and the ES Mini should make a run to 44.29. In the case of the NQ, no bearish reversal candle yesterday. This still suggests a move to 15.280. I'll pull up my other charts. We're going to see TD9 counts that are out here. Inside the Dow, we can see this has tested and rejected its swing point high from back on May 10th. So that topping signal still is in play out here. And inside the Russell 2000, price getting back. Well, I tell you what, let me get these other charts fired up here. Let me change the screen. It's still staying with the equity futures contracts. We're just looking at my white background charts, because those white background charts are also going to provide you with additional information, such as inside the Russell 2000, the bottom chart on the right-hand side, prices actually come back to a level of support. So when we're looking at my other chart patterns, there was no way for us to identify where support was. Well, we could. It just was down at 2181. However, when we take a look at the daily time frame and its TD9 breakout level, what the Russell has done is gotten back to that. So there's your consolidation, which is between 2201 and about the 2340-ish type area out here. The cool thing about that is if price closes below 2201.70, that would be a signal of a measured move consolidation breakdown, and that would give us a measured move price target. I don't know what it is at the moment in time. You can see on the NQ chart, upper right-hand panel, today it's going to become bar number 8 of its 89 count, bar number 7 on the ES Mini, and those are the only bars that we're going to right now, unless you want to go to a sushi bar, and then you and I will drink a bunch of sake. And that sounds like a lot of fun at 1:14 in the afternoon. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So one of our Denners wants to take a look at the Apple. We go to our 8-panel multi-time frame Apple chart out here. So it's going to give us a different picture for each of the time frames. Let's begin by taking a look at the long-term time frame, otherwise known as the monthly chart. What we know about the monthly chart is there's a TD9 count top that formed. Let me get my cursor out here. That was on the trading month of January 2021. Now that high out there is 145.09. We're only halfway through the month out here, but price is trading above that level. And a close above 145.09 in the case of Apple for its monthly time frame is suggesting a significant run higher. That's what the monthly chart. So long-term, Apple looks muy bueno. If we take a look at the weekly time frame chart, this week will probably give you that confirmation because there's a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Again, let me get my cursor. The Rhodes Momentum Indicator top taking place right here on the weekly chart on January 29th. That high out there is also 145.09. And right now in the weekly chart, price is trading above that. So that pattern will get negated. And if that gets negated this week, that means on Friday, and you're in bar number 5 on a weekly basis, that just supports what we looked at on the monthly time frame. So the two longer time frames look pretty solid. The daily chart, you've got Apple gapping up today. Now that gap to the upside, you can see there's an A to B equals CD. I don't have it drawn in here, but you can visually see that. Today is going to become bar number 8 of a TD9 count. This has also triggered a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. Now a short-term top could form between today and Friday on the TD9 count pattern. You have to have tomorrow's bar form before we can get the actual TD9 count, but everything is really set up and it looks most likely like that will be the outcome. But the high could come on bars 9 or the bar following bar number 9. That's why we go between today and Friday. Am I saying sell between today and Friday? No, we'd want to see some other type of signal, at least on a 30-minute chart or some other short-term time frame chart. But right now in the daily, it still remains bullish, but it's a little bit more cautious with regard to a potential turn or at least a short-term top out there. Then we go to the 195-minute chart. There are 2 195-minute bars in every cash instrument trading day. That's why we use 195, because if we're going to do pattern recognition, our bars need to be equal to each other, equality. So in the case here, as we take a look at the 195-minute chart, there is no topping signal whatsoever, and price should continue to move higher. If we look at the 130-minute time frame chart, that gives us 3 bars. Again, there is wave number 7. I believe Basil is doing a workshop right now, so he's probably talking about waves 4 through 7 or D through G out there, and that's what we've got right now. Now, this 130-minute bar that we're currently in has not completed in a higher high during this session. We'll go ahead and just take wave number 7, move over to the top. So you do have a signal of a top, but with price above that green oscillator and change line, it's more neutral than it is bearish. That would be for sure. If you look at the 65-minute chart, no topping signal out here. The 30-minute does. So the 30-minute confirmed a Rhodes momentum indicator top. This is the importance of that oscillator and change line. If you're not familiar with that, you hear me talk about it all the time, just sign up for Mastering Probability, and you can do it for 29 days. You're going to find out exactly how to put this tool in your software, if you can program that. And it's just an invaluable tool because it gives you in an instant, at least answers this question. Hey, has the pullback been nothing more than a test of the uptrend of support? And I'm not talking about trend lines or something like that. I'm just talking about the mere fact that this oscillator and change line, when price is above it, it tells you have a rising price oscillator above zero. Those are bullish conditions, period, end of story, which is why when price gets below it, it says, okay, maybe there's something else going on. A further retracement depends upon the color of that line. But all price did was pull back to test that level, as you can see. So it is in a neutral position for the 30-minute time frame. And then we go down to that ultra 15-minute out here. And what do we have here? Not much. Price just simply consolidating with inside its bearish structured profile for the 15-minute time frame. So SIBA, I hope that helps you out with regard to Apple. We went through a bunch of different time frames. Each of them can have a different signal, but long term, things inside Apple look pretty darn good. Now, I believe there was another question. Let me see. Where was that question? It was no, nothing else inside the Tiger's Den. Okay, so it must have been from an email request, and there it is. It's Hector and the fuel injectors. And Hector wants to take a look at Facebook out here. So let's read Hector's question. Happy, wonderful Wednesday. Back at you, my friend. Facebook has been picture perfect, predictable for the last few years, consolidating and then breaking to the upside. Please work in A to B if possible on Facebook. Oh, so A to B, I need to switch tables, need to switch charts. So give me a moment to do that, and we'll see if we can find an A to B equals CD pattern. And we're going to use our black background charts to do that. And in the case of Facebook, let's do this here. We're going to start from the longer term first, because this way it cuts out a bunch of noise. So I would say that the A to B equals CD pattern on a monthly chart, I'm going to go ahead and start right down here the month of March of 2020. And then the B point looks like that was the high of August 2020, makes a retracement, and that retracement was a one-hit wonder that was into September. So now the volume on that B point in Facebook, August, 574 million shares, pass with light volume, but it's still an A to B equals CD. And that price projection is 411.70 out there. That's on the monthly time frame. We take a look at A to B equals CD patterns on the weekly. Well, the one that pops out at us, this might be the same one, I don't know. The A point down here is going to be March 16th, 2020. The B point is going to be the high on August 24th. And the C point looks like it is the low on September 21st. That B point at 304.67 had volume of 182 million shares. It was passed with lighter volume. Nonetheless, there's the A to B equals CD. 411.70 is that price measurement. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, there's all kinds of A to B equals CD patterns out here. So the one that is really in play right now, you'd have to say, and it looks like this probably gives us the same outcome, but let's just make sure. I would start right down here January 14th, 2021. It's the A point. My B point's going to be up here on 4/29, and the C point's going to be the low on May 12. That 1-to-1 gets us up to 385. Now, that B point from the trading day of April 29th had volume of 56 million shares. It was passed with lighter volume. So what you may have setting up out here in the case of Facebook would be a tiger butterfly. But its projections out here, let's go back and let's put this the daily, weekly, and monthly. We've got in the daily, you've got 385. On the weekly, you've got 411. On the monthly, you've got 411. So Hector and the fuel injectors, those are your A to B equals CD patterns for Facebook. Since I've got Facebook up on the 8-panel chart out here real quickly while we've got about 30 seconds, no topping signal on the monthly. You've got a TD9 count that's in play on the weekly. You've got Rhodes momentum indicator signals on the daily. You've got no key levels of support that have broken out here in the case of Facebook. But the weekly says might be a little bit of a timeout before I make that A to B equals CD to the upside. The daily really signaling the same thing. But as you were pointing out, Hector, what we typically have are these little consolidations that form. That's what you do have going on at Facebook. So I think you've got this thing nailed to the wall. Thanks so much for writing in. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. I see we've got a question from Alex who wants to take a look at SOFL, South Florida.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Sorry about that. It was SOFI. That's Alex Rodriguez who was writing in out there, and not SOFL. Alex, were you at the ball game? Was there All-Star game last night? I think so. You know, I'm a big sports enthusiast, but baseball, Major League Baseball, lost my viewing out there ever since it went political and started drawing things on the back of mounds and stuff like that. So baseball history when it comes to Stevie's son. But with regard to SOFI out here, I know that you took a long position here, Alex. The preference would be to have taken that long position at about 14.95. Now we're looking at the 8-panel chart out here. And if you take a look at the daily time frame here, let me just expand it out. That way you know exactly where the daily is. Don't know how easy it is to see on your systems at home. But the reason why I say 14.95 is that is a TD9 breakout level for the daily time frame. Today is going to become bar number 7. So if there is a TD9 count that's going to identify a bottom out here, and the last bottom that formed out here was with a TD9 count on bar number 8, you know, that says that it could be tomorrow or Friday, could even be Monday. So that's what and the reason that it suggests that the 14.95 area is going to become a target is prices below the bottom of its daily profile. This is actually bar number 4 below the bottom of the profile. It's below the bottom of the weekly profile out here. Now, on the weekly basis, I don't have any kind of a bottom signal there. Shorter term, 195-minute chart, you're in the bar following bar number 9. You've got a 130-minute chart. You've got a TD9 count pattern, as you do on the 65. So there's a number of short-term bottoming signals, but nothing that has taken effect yet. And yeah, you know, I'm on your team, and I'd like to see this turn for you. It's just that 14.95 is the more likely area where this will head to. So I hope that helps you out. And thanks so much for writing in and writing back to let me know that it was not SOFL, south of Florida, that you wanted to take a look at out there. Let's go to Gary in Michigan. Gary, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
Hey, it's always a pleasure talking to you, Steve. I just wrote 2 quick questions. One is, are you having withdrawal with the NHL over for the season?
Well, the answer would normally be yes, except the Open Championship starts tomorrow at about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be good to go this weekend. But then the answer is yes.
Great. And then I just look at my main play in New Skin. It took a hit, which fine. It does what it does. I'm just looking for the ranges. I know what the upside is 63 if it hasn't changed. And I'm looking for the downside again where it might break out of the range, and then I have to worry some more. But I'm buying the December options, and I just changed it up a little bit. So I'm buying 55s and 60s.
Okay. So there's been some changes in Nu Skin since you and I last spoke about it. The first change is that price is below its daily profiles, its weekly profiles, and now it's back inside the monthly profile. So being below the bottom of a profile is always, well, it gives us a bearish message. We still have to go investigate what else is going on in any other kind of patterns. But right now, the daily and the weekly and the monthly say lower price. Now, on the daily time frame, it has a potential A to B equals CD to the downside. I just want to see if it's confirmed with volume. And Gary, the swing point that I'm looking at is from the trading day of June 18th that did 694,000 shares. And as that was passed, it was passed with 877,000 shares. So there's a confirmed A to B equals CD that could take price into the 52.71, maybe even 51.01 level out there. And with price back inside the monthly profile, its next downside target is 48.15. Now, any questions about these charts here? I don't know if you're in the car or if you're watching us on Tiger TV. So any questions about what I've just shared with you so far?
I'll watch the charts later. I am on the run. As usual. No, but I get the numbers and I get it. And so what on the low side, it's already below. Or did it break? It broke back into the range on the monthly though?
It did. Now, the month is not over, so it could close back above $56, and then what I just said doesn't apply. But you're just taking a look at the information that we have right now. I'm also looking at the weekly charts and the daily and my other set of signals. So you'll see this when you go back to take a look at it. And here, the weekly time frame, which did have a TD9 count top, which is still in effect from many, many weeks ago, suggests that price could be pulling back to the 50.36 level. That is its message to you. The daily time frame chart closed below a TD9 breakout level of 58.29. There's no bottom signal in sight at this stage, and this says 51.85 becomes the price target, which is 52.71 was the daily A to B equals CD. So all of that is really suggesting, Gary, to not buy some options at this stage here, because this looks like it wants to head lower.
Got it. That's what I needed to hear. So get some parameters in from you. You're my man.
Perfect.
Thanks so much, Steve.
You bet. Thanks so much for calling. Let's go out to Ron in Denver. Ron, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you doing today?
Great, Steve. I appreciate taking the call.
My pleasure.
Coinbase got hammered today. It's off about $10, COIN.
Yep.
And I was just wondering, I'd like to be looking at about a 30-day option on it. Is this time to get involved with it here at this range?
You know, that's a great question. And there's not a ton of data because Coinbase didn't start trading until April 14th out here. So first, there's only one set of profiles, and that's on the daily chart. Let me expand the chart out here. Well, on the intraday charts, there are two. So there's nothing on the weekly or monthly. So price is below a red oscillator and change line. What is it that you want to do here? You want to play some options to the upside?
Yeah, for about 30 days. Yeah, I want to go long for about 30 days.
Okay.
I just wondered if, I don't know if there's, it hit bottom, it's come up a little bit. I just wondered if would you get involved here, or do you wait another day or two? Or?
I would need to. So it's hard to answer that question at 137. The reason is because the daily bar is snuck its head back inside its daily profile. And I don't know where it ends the day, and so I really can't answer that question concisely, but I can give you the parameter. And that is, if price closes below 235.96, then where you would want to consider putting on that long trade would be as price gets into the 220.85 to 225.88, because that is its bullish structured profile out there. Now, there's no bottom signal. We're just simply, you would be taking that trade knowing that price is pulling back into a strong support area. And that's what I would be looking at. That's the message from the daily chart. We'll go take a look at some shorter term time frame charts. The 195-minute chart as an example. As I pull this up, no additional information to suggest that what we just talked about is wrong. The 130-minute chart, I don't see a bottom signal, nor do I on 65. The 30-minute chart did form a TD9 cone. So here's where you get this nice release of information, and that is you're watching today's low, and that low is 231.50. And if price closes below 231.50, Ron, that's telling you that price would want to get back in that 220 to 225 level. What happens if it doesn't get below that and it moves higher and we have a little bit of a bounce? Because the 30-minute chart says we should have a bounce. Ron, the bounce should take us to 236, and then that's where price should turn down again. So right now, based on the daily time frame chart, I'd be patient. Yeah, they're going to see maybe a little bit of a short-term rally, but I'd wait for that daily chart. Ron, we're just about to go to a hard break. If you want to hold on.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll let you go, Steve. Thank you much.
You bet. Have a great day. That was Ron in Denver, Colorado. I'd love to hear from you folks as well. 877-927-6648.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back. Dow's up 43, S&P 9, Nasdaq's up 54, gold is up $16. We're going to go out to Kansas and speak with Robert. Robert, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure.
I have a question about GDX.
Yep.
Planning on taking a long position in GDX. It looks like it's forming a bottom here, and I wanted to get your thoughts.
Yeah, so as we take a look at the GDX, right now today, it is generating a potential change in trend signal. And the way that it's doing that is by closing above the top of its daily profile. Now, it's only 143. So the level you'll want to be watching here, Robert, is going to be 34.72. The GDX can close above that today, and then again tomorrow. That gives you a change in trend signal. That it would also take price back into the weekly profile. And so by Friday, you do want to see it close above 34.46. If that's the case, then price should rise up to the 36.35 level. Any questions so far about those pieces of information?
No, that's good.
Okay, so let's take a look at the white background chart. And on the white background chart out here, yesterday was a bull sash candle. That bull sash candle confirmed the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal that was actually triggered back on June 28th and then again on June 29th. So we did get the bullish reversal signal to suggest that there is a bottom inside of GDX. Now we're just looking for some extra confirmations out here. And that second close above 34.72 on the daily time frame suggests that 38.88 could be its longer-term target. That's what the daily chart is communicating. The weekly chart says, well, before you make that call, Steve-O, you've got to pass my green oscillator and change line. So the next upside level of resistance for it on a weekly basis, Robert, is 35.77. The monthly chart out here says, hey, before you make that call and move to the upside, you've got to take out 36.60. That is its oscillator and change line. And a short-term basis out here, I don't see any kind of signals. So yeah, it did generate the bottom signal that you were looking for, and that took place yesterday. And today you've got some nice follow through. Any questions about that information?
No, but I know you always like to look at gold in conjunction. So,
well, then there you go. So let's go take a look at that. And thank you for being so detailed. So now let me just switch charts out here, or switch screens, and we'll go take a look at gold and the U.S. dollar. specifically, and we'll look at it for both the daily and the 30-minute time frame. So here's the conundrum for you, and that is that gold, left-hand side, daily time frame, is going to form bar number 8 of a TD9 count. And that says gold could top today, tomorrow, or Friday with regard to the TD9 count pattern. If gold is going to top, what we will see is gold break a 30-minute, at least a 30-minute breakout level. Well, right now the breakout level is at 1812.20. So the U.S. dollar index, if we take a look at it, it is trading. It's got a TD9 count top that is still valid. Prices below its oscillator and change line may continue to pull back. May pull back all the way to 91.68 out there. If I look at the 30-minute time frame chart, that's the bottom right chart here, we can see a TD9 count, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, and price now below its breakout level of 92.50. So the U.S. dollar index has generated the signal that it wants to continue to move lower by breaking that breakout area. And that would be the same kind of signal in gold to suggest that, okay, the TD9 count on a daily basis has taken hold. There's going to be a change in trend. So right now, it's kind of a little bit of a conundrum. You kind of feel what it is that I'm sharing with you, with regard to gold's TD9 count pattern.
Yeah, it's a little murky.
It is. And so what we then do is we go from here and say, is there some type of potential overriding element to all of that? And that element would be, or could be, or should be, hey, what is gold doing in all the major currencies? And Robert, I know you were going to ask me about that next. So I figured, okay, let's go ahead. I'll beat you to the punch, and I'll go ahead and put that up on the screen, because that's what's really important. That's what's really important. And as we take a look at gold right now, priced in dollars, euros, yen, and pounds, it is moving higher in all of those currency pairs. And yeah, we can see some trendline resistance inside of pounds. It's up about 1320. In terms of yen, it's about 20,300. In terms of euros, it's about 1560 out there. But right now, this could be the momentum that pushes things higher. Robert, there would be one other question that you would ask me, and I know you're just about to, and you're going to ask me, well, Steve, since the GDX formed a bottom yesterday, what's its rate of change versus gold? Because when the GDX forms a bottom, well, let me show you. Oh, there's no chart. Let me show you the bottom. I'm sorry about that, folks. I thought I had put. So here's the chart here for gold priced in dollars, euros, yen, and pounds out there, and you can see that it's moving higher in all of those currencies, which is what you want to see when you have a rally going on, because that can supersede all of those patterns. But when we take a look at, and I'm just looking for that chart out here. Give me a moment. GDX gold right here. Here we go. So right now at the bottom of my screen, since yesterday, I'm all looking at yesterday. Just look at the rate of change of gold versus the rate of change of the GDX. The rate of change in gold has been about 1.13%. The rate of change in the GDX is 2.89. So this is giving us so if the GDX was not outperforming from a rate of change gold, I'd say, man, this TD9 count pattern is very likely going to hold. Now, it still may do that, but these are the different charts, Robert, that I think we would look at to try to assess the situation. But to come back and answer your question, the GDX definitely gave us a buy signal yesterday. Absolutely.
Well, thank you for the very thorough analysis. Much appreciated.
Okay, you bet. And thanks so much for calling. That was Robert in Kansas. Now, I believe we had a question come in. Let me go back to this. I just can't remember what it was about. Yeah, that's right. It was from Rich. And Rich wants to take a look at ARKG. So let's get those three-panel charts up on our screen. ARKG, and that is one of the ARK ETFs. Now, your question is, could you please take a look at it? I own some and would like the support levels to add more or to sell. Well, right now you're getting a confirmed A to B equals CD to the downside on the daily time frame. The swing point that is taken out was from the day of July 8th. Volume there, 3.1 million shares. You're at 2.3. And that suggests that you're passing that B point with similar or more volume. So now this has a price projection, the 1-to-1, 82.21, The 1 to 1.272, 79.89. And that's likely the area or the range where price is headed to. But at 82.53, that is where there's a level of support. That is the top of the weekly profile. So you were asking for a level of support. It's 82.53, below that 78.34, below that 74.16. And on the weekly, you've got 77.74. So with regard to your support levels and task market profiles, those are it. But stay tuned. Rich, we come back to this break. I'll fire up my 8-panel charts out there, see if there's any other signals for you. But ARKG wants lower price. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at ticker symbol ARKG. We're doing that for Rich, who's looking to possibly buy or sell. And we established during that first portion of the break that there's an A to B equals CD down pattern with the price projection of about 82.21. And at 82.53 is the top of the weekly profile. Now, we put over my other time frame charts out here. We're really looking for patterns that are working well inside of ARKG. And that's really simple. Take a look at the TD9 counts out here. When this bottomed, let me get my cursor out here. When this bottomed back on the trading day, formed the TD9 count actually on May the 13th. That led to a TD9 count, took price right back to support. Where was support? Well, we have the daily profile. Price takes off from there, forms a TD9 count. It does that on June 30th. And now we're in the process of forming bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Now, we know about the A to B equals CD, takes us to that 82.21 level. This is going to be bar number 8. Odds favor, we will see a TD9 count bottom. I don't know if that's going to occur on bar number 8. Not likely. Perhaps bar number 9, but more likely than that, the bar following 9. Now, what you'd really like to do is see a TD9 count bottom form, complete that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, and then wait for a bullish reversal candle, Robert. Because if you get that bullish reversal candle, you've got 2 patterns that have confirmed. That would be a Gartley buy pattern, the TD9 count, and then it should be off to the races. So you may be just 2 more days out on this. And that's what I see when I take a look at Cathie Wood's ARKG ETF out there. So I hope that helps you out, folks. Looks like we're coming towards the end of the show. Let's see if there's anything of significance here to take a look at. Let's look at those daily time frame equity future contracts out here. The ES price above the oscillator and change line. Same for the NQ. Same for the Dow. Russell 2000 back at support at 2201.70. So that's it for the show. Stay tuned. 2 more great hours are up next. Your favorite polar bear, David White, with the Power Trading Hour. He's up next. Tom O'Brien to take us on home. And I'll be back with you on Terrific Thursday. Have a wonderful Wednesday, folks.